GIF. Hey, how's it going? Steve with Anal. Okay. Whew. We made it to the weekend. Venus Day. Yeah. Oh, what a week, huh? We're going to be talking about this. Yep. We're going to be talking about that. Because based on what my observations on, because remember, my team's still trying to train me on this stuff. How's it going, Jasper Rain? Y'all, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you guys are having a splendid Friday. Depending on what part of the planet you're on, right? YouTuber, how's it going? Okay, I'm learning. I was told to put these cards to the side because they want me to re-explore this, and I'm going to. But there was a lot that played out yesterday, and we didn't even get to see the finish of the spacewalk because they did replace something on the hatch door. And I don't know how the whole, how that finished playing out where the astronauts were able to get back in. Anyway, yeah, I'm discussing the ISS first. Because I sat there and watched it, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched part of it. Um, there was several things, and I'll go back over that in the cards here a little bit because these cards were all in there, and that was the bottom card. Anyway, this card has been indicating Russia, right? The Russian leader, right? He's a Libra. So whenever I get this card, they're definitely talking about Russia. But the rogue and yeah, while they were doing that spacewalk, they did have an object they were tracking because they thought they might have to make evasive maneuvers during that spacewalk. That spacewalk was seriously problematic. They had a lot of faux pas. They were running way behind and they did not complete mission. Okay. Um, they had to leave some of the work for the next spacewalk. Um, it was very interesting because there was King of Fire and a Scarlet Shield. What's interesting for me is, um, two people, two hanging in the balance. Well, there was two of them outside of that space station. Like I said, I'm learning what they're telling me in these cards. Anyway, that and what I get. Okay, so much to tell you guys about all this. Tenerife's still on the board, by the way. Um, as far as I know, that hasn't erupted yet. I haven't checked yet this morning. Um, but there's a whole lot still pointing at it. A whole lot, actually. Uh, anyway, the mission. They weren't able to complete it. And we had, remember in the reading before in the center, it was an emperor, the emperor in this deck, a tower in reverse, and then the clarifying cards was a Knight of Wands upside down, Two of Pentacles upside down. The upside down meant a couple things. First of all, astronauts, they were floating in space. What's up? What's down, right? But also, the emperor has no clothes. And also, all fired up with all kinds of energy with nowhere to put it. Okay. And then the Two of Pentacles upside down, no options. It's usually like weighing, but also it could mean weightless. Okay. because upright, it's weighing options. Upside down, it's weightless. Get it? So, dual meanings on the cards for what that was all about. Um, because here's the thing, during that spacewalk, it ran way into overtime, and the suits were only good for so long, or they would have gotten exposure problems. Not that they weren't already being exposed, trust, but it would have been much worse. Anyway, they were running out of time and they could not finish what they were doing. That's what the heartbreak was all about. Also, there was definitely some contention I felt between the astronauts. It was like the Russian guy was a go getter, knew what he was doing, seasoned spacewalk person. Okay. See, here we go with that Knight of Wands. He's right here, all ready to go. And this card was talking about the two meeting in the middle. So those two astronauts from different countries meeting in the middle, right? Lives hanging in the balance card. And Dark Horse. Yeah. This guy was definitely standing in his power. She was not. It was her first time out. Um, and it felt very much the energy that, you know, how you can kind of get the gist of what's going on. I don't think these two, there's mutual respect happening. And it seemed like she got towards the end where she wasn't even answering him. Now, also, remember in the cards, the books I had in the one card, it was one of these, and about communication failure. These two, one Russian, one Italian, and there was definitely difficulties in translation happening. Okay. Hey, AJ, how's it going? And she got to where she got very almost despondent, and he was being luckily not too King of Wandsy, um, you know, Knight of Wands, Space Cowboy. The Knight. Oh, by the way, the Knight of Wands was Space Cowboy. That's what I heard in my head. Space Cowboy. Not kidding. Anyway, so I'm learning. And remember this negativity card yesterday. Um, and I'll read that again, just so you guys hear it. But yeah, there was some contention between the two. And her suit was reading warnings because they were running out of time. And remember, the timing card was there, the wheel and the world, right? Timing cards. And also in the what to be mindful of, prepare for temperance card was a day or two ago. But that's timing cards, and they were running out of time, and her suit was giving warnings, and he calmed her down and said, "Don't worry, that's the suits do that. You're okay," you know, basically. So he was trying to calm her. Anyway, I don't know how that ended as far as any compression issues in that last part because they closed out the stream before we got to here. We may never know. I just heard. Anyway, so that's the whole ISS thing. Let me read you this again because they're teaching me and we're learning together. And that's remember it said, I'll just read the card again. The mind has the cutting properties of the crystal. Your mental sharpness can cut down, slay, and negate. Remember, this card and the Seven of Swords are in the readings like crazy. Okay? It was in this reading. Um, Like the broken crystal, your negative mind is defeatist and critical. You interpret events negatively, seeing tornadoes, valleys, floods, and quakes everywhere. Okay. So basically, they were trying to tell me to look at some of the positive sides, okay, of what the cards were saying. That not everything ends in tragedy and defeat. Okay. N- The mission completed, as far as I know, it wasn't a banging success. They definitely had issues, lots of issues yesterday. And me personally, if I was a mission commander, I would not set two people with different languages on a team together out in space. That was stupid. Just saying, stupid. It's way too critical of a situation, and communication has to be lightning fast and understood lightning fast, right? And when you have to use interpreters, two interpreters to make that happen, that's slowing down everything. And obviously, the mission wasn't very successful because of it. So they should never team two different languages out there. I don't know what they were thinking. The sense I got was Europe wanted to put another notch in their bedpost by showing a female in space. Hmm. That's what it was all about. Not a wise move. Sometimes placating others for missions, Five of Swords, messes up your mission. So keep that in mind because they placated and the mission didn't go so well. So things that were in the cards definitely happened yesterday, for sure. Um, let's see what else. Um, Mount Titi. We must speak about Mount Titi. I don't know that it's erupted, but that is impending. Well, obviously, all volcanoes can erupt, even ones that are dormant or supposedly dormant, right? You're getting bad feelings, sick to your stomach, something's going to happen. That's funny because I was getting the same thing, and it was right around the solar plexus area, and also sick to my stomach several times recently. So that's interesting. You're getting that too. Um, I do know when that could. I mean, it could be the environment you're in, but I don't know how many. I don't know how many people are experiencing that. So if the collective is experiencing that, it could be us just sensitive to, well, if that volcano goes off, I do know that what do you call it? The sulfur and stuff that comes from from the volcano, especially when it hits seawater, is like super toxic. And but be mindful. Feeling sick to your stomach can be, and this isn't doctor's advice, it's just what I know, can be heart related too. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Um, the yeah, Mount TD. Something fascinating happened yesterday evening, and I'm going to show you that. Give me just a second here. Put this to the side because they're still talking about it. So I don't know if I've got the timing wrong. I need to look at these cards again. Because I may have misread what they meant about the timing. Give me a second here. I want to show you guys something. No, not that. Okay. Look at the date, if it'll focus on it. There's so much shiny going on. 7:05 p.m. last night. That picture was up on my screen again. That's the island where Mount Titi is. That picture is from that area. Beautiful, right? It's stunning. The thing is, the computer rotates through the pictures, and since the last time that picture showed up, it's way too soon for it to be back up on my computer screen again. Anyway, so that was up on my computer screen last night. And if you look at the Sabian Mysteries picture, I about crap myself. The one, now we're entering Leo tomorrow, okay? And based on the tropical zodiac, Leo 0 to 1 degrees. A case of apoplexy. The Sabian Mysteries picture is quite clearly a volcano erupting. So, so that's still in the cards. I may have just gotten dates wrong. Like I said, this deck's not going to be used today. They said that was A-okay, and they told me to do Heaven and Earth today instead. They want me to look at this deeper, so I'm going to. If I get anything that changes things, but it's like TD's still in the cards, and it's in the Sabian Mysteries pictures, and it's on my damn desktop. So, yeah. Anyway, the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords are so in the readings. It's not even funny, because if you look at this, there's 7 of Swords, the Rogue. So rogue planets, rogue waves, rogue solar flare waves, anything rogue behavior. But there was, yeah. Those cards are showing up in all the readers, and that's because of Uranus and Mars together. In the tropical, they're together in Taurus, but in the Vedic sidereal, Lahari, they're in Aries. They're in fire energy. Something to take note of. Okay. Anyway, but let me look up something. I'm wanting to look this up because the mention of sick to the stomach. Okay. Apoplexy refers to stroke symptoms that occur suddenly. Okay. I know that with heart stuff and things like that, being sick to the stomach is something, and that the cards were warning about heart issues or something of that nature. And the Sabian Mysteries picture that has the volcano is, it says on the picture above it, it says a case of apoplexy, which is this stroke symptoms that suddenly occur. As above, so below, as within, so without. So a volcano getting ready to erupt. For some, this could be quite literally a blood clot. And what's weird is the whole blood clot thing is in the news, and people that have thicker blood having issues. Um, with the whole um, vaccinations, right? And people that have had COVID as well. But people that have had vaccinations and had COVID, that's like doubling down, right? On the possibilities of strokes. So I want everybody to be very aware of their bodies. If you start getting any signs of anything odd or off, get it checked out by a physician, okay? Seriously. Especially with the cards. Oh, you guys probably have a cat on your screen and I'm trying to get him off. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. That was Vim. Everything happens for a reason. Something that appears sudden, okay? Just like the cat appearing suddenly on my desk. Okay. So, I'm going to go back. Okay. I'm here. Wow, he messed the camera up. Oh, he messed the camera up. Okay. That's good enough. Close enough, right? Okay. So keep that in mind. The Sabian Mysteries picture shows the volcano again. Um, I remember the King of Cups and heart issues, blah blah blah. That was in there, and heartbreak was in here again. Um, yeah. So just things to keep in mind, guys. And I'm gonna go back through and do a little more research. But TD's not off the table yet. Definitely not off the table. If it didn't go off last night, like I said, I haven't even looked. And that was such a cool surprise yesterday during the live stream to find out that they were actually doing a spacewalk. Because I was so focused on TD that I wasn't even paying attention to the s- space station stuff. So I had no idea there was even a spacewalk scheduled. But so I nailed that. I nailed a lot of things, but and the fact that they were going to be in jeopardy, I did nail that. But it ended okay, I think, as far as I know. Which is good, because I was like, "Oh, please don't let something bad happen while I'm sitting here watching this," because the thing is, when you forecast future events, you definitely feel like, first of all, your, it takes a lot of, not caring how you look to others to do those, because you have to basically have nerves of steel pretty much. You have to be very, uh, very King of Wands. It's like you have to have that energy to do those kind of readings and the go for it energy, the Knight of Wands. Um, because you feel, first of all, you feel like you have a duty to everybody else to tell them what you're seeing. That's the first thing. But the other thing is that you worry that you are. No, don't even think about it. He's getting ready to jump on my desk again. Stop it. Um, you worry that you, especially if you're manifesting, you worry that whatever the cards are saying, that you're speaking it into existence. See what I'm saying? So there's that. So it's a very catch-22 position to be in. So anybody that wishes they could do what I'm doing, no, you don't. You really don't. Would it be nice if others could? Yeah, absolutely. Because we could cover a lot more topics going on quickly. It's interesting because remote viewers, it takes several of them doing a project together, coming out with the results, looking at the combined info from the different remote viewers before they get something. And with what I do, the turnaround is lightning fast comparatively and generally more accurate, but not always, obviously, because Mount TD hasn't erupted. And as far as we know, that mission yesterday was okay. It ended okay. So, and we did have the victory card, and I ignored it. So that's my bad. Because I'm like, why is the victory card here? Because they did complete the spacewalk. It just the victory was a little hollow because they didn't complete what they were going to do, and there was definitely some tension. Remember, one of the cards said tension on it just a day or two ago in this deck. There was definitely some tension between those two astronauts, for sure. For sure. Anyway, so we're going to get this off the table. We're going to look at our weekend. By the way, happy birthday to the Cancers at the end of Cancer season, at least tropical, and the beginning tomorrow of the Leos. So happy birthday to the Leos. Absolutely. And they do want me to use this deck, even though I've got 2 cards out. So we're going to. Let's check it out. So this is kind of the front end of this is kind of results from the readings so far, where we stand. Okay. And like I said, they want me to look at those cards some more. But TD is not off the table, and some sort of eruption could be strokes and heat stroke. That's like a huge thing right now. So you guys be extra, extra aware of the people around you and the possibility of that happening. As a matter of fact, some people were doing, I think it was some sort of TikTok challenge or something, hiking up in South Dakota. A couple of young guys in their 20s, yeah, early 20s, 2021, went up to South Dakota, the southwestern corner, and one ended up dying from dehydration and exposure to the elements, and the other one's in the hospital from that. So it doesn't matter what your age is if you're not prepared with this heat and stuff. Yeah, not good, not good at all. And if you can, put some water out for the animals, maybe a little sugar water for the bees. You know what I talked about yesterday, if you can. And if you see somebody that's not doing well, do whatever you can, get them an ambulance, because heat stroke can be quite serious. Absolutely. Okay, for the collective for this weekend. For the collective this weekend. Eruptions. Nine of Cups, fulfillment. All right. Let's see what they want to tell us. First, we'll take a really good look at the cups. All kinds of fruits. Drinks. Some flowers. Very tropical feeling there, right? Also notice the wine glasses. The thing that, if you didn't know, the Bordeaux region in France has been on fire, and they definitely indicated that in the cards. I just didn't talk about it. It was in the cards. I didn't call it, but it was there. And the wine country, right? Glass half full, glass half empty. Notice that we've got, even though this is the Nine of Cups and usually all the cups are upright, there's a cup spilling over at the very top in the center. Confirmation. It caught my eye immediately because it almost looked like something else, like a mirror. It almost looked like a mirror with a handle. See what I'm saying? If you look at that cup, it almost looks like a mirror with a handle. And see, we got the red and the blue going on inside the cup. All right. The red and blue has been a big deal in the cards, in the readings. Anyway, let's take a look at this and see what they're putting down for us. Okay. Fulfillment is the state of emotional satisfaction and contentment. The many and full glasses that comes with completion and achievement. This harvest, symbolized by wine from grapes, nectar from fruit, and flowers from seeds, is the result of realizing and fulfilling your inner riches and talents, the pearls within you. The drinking glasses filled with spirits are the recognition of your work and celebration of your harvest. Drink to your achievement, honor, and success. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Labor. Filled with spirits. Okay, let's see what they're laying down. Heaven and earth. Heaven and earth today. And it is Friday, so if you guys hang around and want a card pulled afterwards, let me know. Okay? Overall energy for the collective. No, waiting on that. Pleasure. Fulfillment. Defeat. Yeah, there's that damn Five of Swords again. Oh, fun. And I think Mars is getting ready to align with Uranus on that North Node. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Perfected work. Four of Wands. That's definitely what I'm working on. Perfection of my work. Established strength. This is also waiting for your ships to come in or turning your back to something to look for something else, right? Which is interesting. Kind of Eight of Cups, but this is in what you're passionate about, not emotional about. Okay. And something you're very passionate about. Very passionate about. Okay. What's interesting is see, I need those over. Go ahead and push this one towards the top. That Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords that keep coming out. Okay, our highest priority for the collective over this weekend. Highest priority over the weekend. For me, it's going to be research. A lot of it. At the cards and some other research I'm working on. Taking a leap of faith. That's the tribe. Taking a leap for abundance. Highest priority. And what do you need to be mindful of or prepare for the collective this weekend? Okay. Victory. The underlying, there's a victory. Page of Pentacles. Resting from strife. And Two of Pentacles. Harmonious change. Okay. So, the underlying current is victory. Quite simply. We're going to look at pretty much the microcosm. Some sort of fulfillment and stuff. Pleasure. This is either a child. See how she's looking at a child? This could be somebody you grew up with, somebody from a past life. Could be a brother or sister. Okay? Winning by unfair advantage. The unfair advantage is because of a Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's about foundation, homes, structures, and looking out to the future. Established strength, right? And the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. With a brand new castle. So for some of you, this is quite literally a child, a sibling, or something that gained an advantage on a place to live, basically. Queen of Pentacles can definitely be a mother energy, but it can also be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. Generally, the queens are cardinal, and that would put it at Capricorn for some of you, but it could be one of the other two. So it feels like they were defeated about their place to live and looking for other options, looking for other ships. right? And voila, bingo bango. They found the new ship. That's the way that feels. Okay. So some sort of new opportunity that really gets you revved up, right? It's like it's not just a pentacle. It's a passionate something you really dig, okay? Something you really dig. So some of you could be moving in with siblings, or you could have children that are moving, or somebody that's quite literally from um, past lives, right? And Fool card, taking a leap of faith. Okay. This is packing light, taking your pets, and going. Because remember, we had the Queen of Swords. Cut out what no longer serves. Get rid of the excess craps because you're going to be moving in some fashion on a brand new journey. And abundance. This is celebrating. Serious celebration energy. It can also be about the community itself. Okay. And celebrating with others. This, a lot of times, is reunions. So, possible reunions. Taking a leap of faith at our reunion. It is the highest priority. So, for some of you, this Five of Swords energy, um, in the Six of Cups, the standard tarot, you see one giving another flowers. One younger, one older, right? Could be siblings, whatever. But that could be offerings of any type, some sort of offer. Okay. Definitely coming from the past, reminiscing energy. Okay. And then what to be mindful of, prepare for the learning card. Learning about the earthly realm, the pentacles, right? Princess of Pentacles. Um, so for some of you, it's learning about somebody else's, and this is again, we're really looking at earth signs here, mostly. There is some Aries and Aquarius here in the Fool card. Uh, since we got swords, and I think Five of Swords is Aquarius. Yes, it is. Venus, Aquarius, Mars energy. Interesting, because Mars and Uranus um getting ready to do a lineup pretty soon. So yeah, that's mostly what's represented here. Um, there is quite a bit of fire energy in the end of this, right here and here. Either way, it's being seen, being victorious. It almost feels like possible accolades from community, possibly. Anyway, the uh, learning, the rest from strife. This there's been a lot of struggles. This Seven of Swords, Five of Swords energy we've all been experiencing um, is going to end up taking us back to the Four of Swords, basically. And here we go again with harmonious change. So something changing. This is maintaining balance through rough seas, weighing options, but doing so with grace. Okay. And we have Uranus right here. Capricorn, Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. Libra is in here too. It's funny because let me spread these out. It's actually the other way around, like this. The thing that caught my attention is the shifts in the background on these two cards. They both have red on. And I'm still getting that energy of something looming. But yeah, that energy right there to do what I do, you have to be in that a lot. Full energy. Ready to make a fool of yourself if necessary. Right? Ah, your mom. Cap, you're dealing with a cap, huh? Cool. I am a Vedic cap. But what's weird is in the cereal, it's got the sun in cap, but Saturn's sitting. Is it Saturn? Let me look here. I'll tell you. Just a second. On the sidereal, let me find that one. I had it pulled up. Here it is. From when I was born, Saturn was 0 degrees between Capricorn and Aquarius. Venus and the Wounded Warrior were in Aquarius, Chiron, and Mars and the Sun were in Capricorn at the time. And Mercury was in Sag. Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. And Uranus and Pluto and the Moon all in Leo. Aquarius is opposite sign, right? And Uranus and Pluto were both retrograde in Leo. Anyway, that's on the sidereal, Lahiri. And there's a pyramid with no capstone and a big X right through the middle. Very interesting. You guys should definitely check out your birth charts. Look at Astro-Seek if you want to check out. And to find out your rising, you'll need to know the time. At least, if you can at least guess the time of day, if you can remember, oh, my mom said I was born in the morning or evening, that's helpful. Having the exact time is really helpful. But yeah. Otherwise, you won't know your rising sign. Okay. And where the moon was exactly and all that fun stuff. But anyway, okay, I digress. Let's get back to this. But somebody that was defeated about a foundation, okay? Likely an earth sign, likely a child or a sibling, but they had the benefit of likely a mother, could be a dad, the energy of them set them off on a new direction and something that they're like, ah! And I actually had that happen yesterday. So I'm ahead of the time curve on this myself personally. Um, but taking a leap of faith and having a good time, celebrating, okay? And then resting because we've been through hell and back with all this 5 and 7 of swords crap going on. But this is maintaining balance through the rough seas. Very much so. And victory. So that's the weekend. Victory over all the confusion and illusion, right? And the wheel clicks. And then we have the strength energy. And I'm really not. Oh, there we go with that 7 of swords again. Yep. Game player. Somebody pulling shit, right? Game player energy. Strategist. Now, it could be that we're going into that energy because we're having to strategize game, moves, basically, foundations. Okay. Getting a higher, wider perspective. Okay. So, yeah, this is more, and it's also love and compassion, overcoming this because you're getting a higher, wider perspective on why people are in that energy, in the game player, um, 7 of swords energy or 5 of swords energy. Um, this is a card of Aquarius, very Uranus energy, the rebel, you know. Um, and both the 5 and the 7 is Aquarius energy, by the way. And then we have the fire energy. So Mars being close to the rebel is probably exactly why all this is occurring. And in the Lahiri, the sidereal, the Vedic astrology, this is all happening in fire. And in the tropical, it's happening in earth. So keep that in mind. It's gaining the perspective of why people do what they do. Okay. This energy is very much uh, somebody that wants to win at all cost. Um, but them having to remember that victories can be very shallow when that's your approach. Okay. Anyway, yeah, learning the truth right here. Wider perspective, learning the truth, cutting out what no longer serves. And a Queen of Cups calling you up. Justice time, clarity. King of Swords, Aquarius, possibly Virgo. A lot of Virgos can be very much in that King of Swords energy. Sometimes upside down. Just from my Virgo sun. Just saying. I'm actually going to be talking about that very soon, about the whole ascension thing and what that means. The graduation basically is what they're calling it. Um, that's cool, AJ. That's funny because my husband, get this, Both his parents are Aquarius and he's a Taurus. Mhm. Yep, yep. Interesting, right? And his mom has abilities, but she's scared of them. Mhm. Because they taught you to fear that and to be ashamed of it, right? Yeah. But yeah, I will be talking about Ascension, the graduation. Because some of you guys are ready to graduate and get the hell out of hell, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, confirmation. You, yeah. I don't think I need anything else. I think that's it. Um, this just feels like learning, resting up. We've been through a lot, and yeah, reflection. The hangman looked like a mirror. That cup up there looked like a mirror to me. Um, as above, so below, right? The mirror. Um, the other thing that's sticking out is the Ace of Fire, that whole volcano thing. And remember, don't forget about the whole health issue thing and this heat. Okay. So resting is definitely necessary. Okay. If I pick up anything else off this, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I'll let you know. Okay. Uh, just for fun because it is Friday. Let's. Anybody want me to pull a card for them? Anyone? Yeah, it is interesting. I'm totally fascinated and perplexed by the what I call the machine and the birth placements of people. There's a reason behind that. There's a reason for everything. Trust that. You would love a card? You can ask a question or just get a general card. What does the divine have to say to you, basically? Oh, and we have a kitty on the desk yet again. Surprise! Surprise! Come here, buddy. Don't mess up my camera, dude. All right, off you go. Oh, and Zeusie's laying here. He's being a good boy. Yes, he is. He's right here at mommy's feet. No, we're not playing that game. Stop. No, we're not playing the desk game anymore. Look at this. Sudden shocking events possibly over the weekend. You know, the volcano and yeah. So yeah. All right. What does the divine have to say? He is 14 years old and counting. That cutie that I just took off the desk. He is he has an autoimmune condition where he has to have a steroid shot. And that's the only thing keeping him alive at this point. And he's actually my son's cat. And yeah. So basically he's on the Wheel of Fortune card timing, the TikTok. So yeah, poor little guy. And when he's had his shot, he's very energetic and acts like everything's fine. But as that starts wearing off, things become not fine. And so that's the only thing maintaining him right now, unfortunately. Autoimmune conditions. Yep. The foods our animals eat are not good either. They definitely don't help them out. You see all of them that are getting cancer and stuff from it, right? Anyway, so YouTuber. A card for YouTuber from the divine. What does the divine want to say to YouTuber? Oh, wow. That one flew. Don't know if you saw that over here in this corner. King of Wands. There we are with that King of Wands again. Fire energy. This is generally the card Leo, but it could be Aries or Sagittarius. But this is someone, you notice how he's kind of sitting forward. He's not sitting back in that throne. This is someone that's ready for freaking action. And this is someone that has others' backs, basically. It's also somebody that's willing sometimes to fight no matter what the cause is. So keep that in mind. But this king is very action driven and passionate. And I think that's what they're telling you. Um, hmm. It's funny because to see the staffs down in the lava, it's almost like they're talking about watching your temperature or somebody's temperature or something's temperature. Okay? Hope that helps you. Because they're definitely doing a heads up on everybody looking out for each other because of the heat. But I definitely feel he's got the staff in the fire. Hmm. But yeah, that's very somebody that has your back in a fight kind of energy. So you having others' backs, I have a feeling, could be pets, things like that. Okay. Hope that helps. Ah, okay. Hey, Miss Melody, how's it going? Sunny girl, how are you doing? Why is the female at work rude to you? You know, that's funny because uh we've all experienced that where you make a phone call to talk to someone, like a customer service person or somebody at work, and somebody acts like they hate you, and you've given them no apparent reason for that, right? Especially, I mean, sometimes they can be really, really freaking weird, like the person's possessed or something, and that's possible. That is possible. Um, but sometimes it's either they hate their lives and misery loves company. They like to spread it around. And it's really funny because there's some people that really hate others that smile. If you smile a lot, they automatically hate you. And it's because their life is shit. Okay. So try to, yeah, just know that, um, don't let that energy rub off on you. Just walk away from it. You're bubbly. Okay. Yeah. Because they don't want you to smile. They don't want you happy. They want everybody else effing miserable. Right? Yeah, that's a thing. And Yeah, just steer clear. When you have negative energy like that, you just block, 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 because they do. They want to spread it around. Then there's others that are quite literally, I mean, venomous. And those usually have some sort of possession going on. I've run into that more than once. And well, I'm not the only one. Um, One thing that helps in shielding is knowing most likely the reason why. And it's because their life's so shitty, they can't imagine that somebody could smile and have a good time. You know what I mean? Because they're in the Five of Swords energy. This from yesterday's reading, negativity. They're in this. Everything sucks. Everything's shit energy. Okay. And you're blocking it basically by just being happy and just doing you. That's the best way to block it because your energy helps balance out their negative energy in the environment. You see what I'm saying? This duality, this holodeck is duality. So, you're actually probably a welcome balance to having that particular person in the workplace for everybody else around you. See what I'm saying? You help balance that. Oh, yeah. So she's seven of swords in you? Yeah. They're they don't want other people to be happy and they will sabotage. They will self-sabotage themselves as well and others. That's no joke. And when you can see through it, yeah. But let's pull a card for fun. Okay? Keep on being you. Be your happy, bubbly self. And if she gives you a look, just you know, shrug your shoulder and turn away. And you know, hey, just do you. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you can help people like that, but remember, if somebody's drowning, a lot of times they will pull those under or around them and drown them too. So always keep that in mind. Okay. Anything for Sunny on this situation? Yep, just what I just told you. Love and compassion, strength. That's what they're telling you to do with that situation. A lot of people that are in that Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy, they wanna win at any cost, and, they will sabotage others, and they're really only sabotaging themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna take one more card. The why. Let's get the why. We wanna know why is this person doing that? Possible health issues or somebody around them. Notice it's mental realm, so mental health issues. So try to have compassion regardless. Remember, in the grand holodeck and the duality, um, some of these people, for whatever reason, are supposed to be teaching us lessons somehow. Lessons of not putting up with it, for one, but also being loving and compassionate under some possible situation that you don't know about. Okay. So they may be in that shit mood for a reason. Okay. A daily energy pull for Miss Melody. Okay. Hope that helps you, Sunny girl. Yeah, be strong, ignore it, and just evidently there's some sort of mental um illness possibly going on there. Okay. So try to be compassionate. Yeah. It's interesting because, and I'm not going to mention names, but I know somebody that's like that, that's in my family. And they're just negative. They're always negative. Always, always. And I know for a fact that they've sabotaged things at their workplace on purpose to get back at their employer and things like that. Not joking. Super shitty people, right? Yeah. I don't get it anyway, because I'm not like that. I am not like that at all. That is not me. But I've observed it, so I totally get what you're saying. Freaking crazy people out there. Sorry. We have to try to teach them not to be that way, but I don't know. You can't save a drowning victim, right? Sometimes. Oh, magician in reverse. Mhm. I heard don't manifest it. But I also think that card that just popped up might be for Melody as well. Um, Something's not materializing. I don't know if there's some sort of project or somebody you're supposed to see or something over the weekend. I don't know, but it's not materializing, is what it's feeling like. Not manifesting. Hope you get what that's laying down. I don't know what your situation is, so hopefully that will help you. So that's the energy, lack of manifestation. That can also be the very negative side of the magician, which is that energy we were all just talking about. Can be very evil in nature, very negative in nature. Okay. I'm gonna pull one more card for Melody Chief, just in case that was flipping out, because they knew I was talking about this kind of energy, reverse magician energy. Okay, let me put that back in the deck. All right, for Miss Melody energy. Oh, go out and get them, Tiger. Fast moving truth. It's either you delivering a fast truth or somebody else. This is the knight in shining armor energy. So you may be literally helping save someone. So be observant to those around you. Because they are definitely telling everybody to be observant of those around you because of the heat and everything, and because of the blood clot situation that's going on. Okay. I hope that helps you. Anybody else need a card for Friday for the weekend reading? The TGIF? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, you can develop them. And the only way to do that is to use them, your abilities. And how I knew I had these, I was born with most of it. I always had the ability as a semiotician, reading the signs around me. My parents called me Eagle Eyes because hypervigilance, hyper awareness is what it takes. And that's something quite literally you're born with many times, but you can train yourself to be more so. See what I'm saying? If you want to do like semiotician, but just using the ability, because a lot of the abilities are there in pretty much everybody. It's just whether they're using them or not. And the more you use them, you know, Yeah, you too, Miss Melody. But the more you use them, the stronger they will become. And I don't know that everybody has the exact same ability. Some are stronger in some areas than others. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. But you can definitely strengthen any of those abilities. And how do you know you have them? You just know. It's a matter of knowing. Um, what's interesting, the hypercussive hearing and taste and smell and stuff that I have, I didn't realize that was a thing until observation of others. Because you hear something and you're like, "Do you hear that?" "No." "No, seriously. It's a real low tone rumble. Don't you hear that?" "No." "No, it's because they can't hear that range, you know? Or if you see things others don't see. That's always fun because then they think you're nuts. Yeah, but, yeah, we're swimming in a soup of stuff that some people can see. I'm not the only one. Other people can see them too. And, yeah, kinda sucks because it's like, you know, seeing things that aren't there. Well, it's not there because you can't see it, ding dong, you know? That's what you feel like, you know? It's like, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It's kinda the whole cat thing, is the cat in the box? Right? Observations. Yeah. Observation is, like, one of my biggest strengths. Science reasoning is, what I tested really high on. Can I do a video on how to effectively develop them? I would have to go with each type of thing, um, like, the types of kinesis and stuff like that. I'd have to go through that. Seriously, I mean, it's really tough except for you just have to do it. You just have to use it. It's kinda like, you know, evolution. There is such a thing as evolution. Not in the way to describe it with human evolution, however, but like with animals changing, um, like like growing feet and losing their fins, um, and that evolution. Um, they lost it because they quit using it. See what I'm saying? They lost the fins because they quit using them. And, I think that, yeah, the, meditation and being in the, spiritual type practices, working with energy, that can help with kinesis a lot. Uh, Qigong and, yoga and things like that, and working with energy, moving energy around, that and the meditation stuff is, like, huge for helping you develop your skills. And that's one thing I didn't know that I had. I mean, I kinda knew, sort of, when I was a kid, but the different types of kinesis that you can do. You can literally be like the X-Men. Not kidding. And there's other people doing it, it's not just me. Like, atmokinesis, playing, and the Native Americans did that. The rain dances and stuff, the shaman, they would call in the rain. That's actually a thing. You can actually do that. Not kidding. Manipulate the clouds and the weather. Not kidding. I can. But remember, you have to use stuff like that very responsibly because if you start playing with the weather, it can cause very bad things to happen, like really bad tornadoes and stuff. So you have to be really careful what you're doing, especially if you get very powerful about doing it. Yeah. Yeah, there you can have a, magician upside down moment for sure if you're not careful. Yeah, because some people that are strong in that particular psi realm might inadvertently, when they're first starting out, not realizing how strong they are, cause some havoc, chaos, right? So be careful. Yeah, anyway. I do hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and remember, it's a learning process. All this is being down here. It is. I know I'm going to be definitely focused on looking at these cards and um, how the energies played out, especially that spacewalk yesterday. That was fascinating. How the interaction between them and stuff was in the cards. Absolutely. For sure. Thank God it's Friday. Venus Day. Anyway, yeah, keep in mind the whole eruption thing is still, don't forget about that. And don't forget about the whole strokes and stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to be doing a lot of studying. I will do videos if I get time. I would like to do the sun signs. I'm not promising though, because yeah, I've got some research to do. Because I've got another. I'm gonna be a guest on another interviewer, so I got to make sure I'm on top of my game for that. And so I'm gonna be working on that too. I've got so much to do; it's crazy. But anyway, I do hope you have a fantastic weekend. Um, like, share, sub, give me a little tiny comment, just a little heart on the bottom or something. Anything would be amazing. It does help. I hate the whole YouTube thing, but it's the whole Eight of Swords using the oppression against itself. That's what they're telling me to do. So I am. hmm And I hate the whole way that you have to beg people for that. That's, I don't know. Um, I guess maybe it's a pride thing. Maybe too much King of Wands for me or Emperor card. It's below my pay grade. No, not really. Oh, look at that. As the world turns. Anyway, have a really good one, you guys. I have so much fun spent talking to you guys and stuff. But yeah. Remember, celebrate, have a good time, rest, and keep an eye out for others, okay? Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. See you later.